We are going to see topic organisms and populations. Ecology is the branch of biology that deals with the interactions among organisms and between the organism and its physical environment. Study of ecology is important to strike a balance between development and maintenance of natural, environmental and biotic communities, use and conservation of resources, solve local, regional and global environmental problems. It is basically concerned with four levels of biological organization: organisms, populations, communities, and biomes. Ecological hierarchy or ecological level of organization connected with ecological grouping of organisms. Organism and its environment. Sum total of all biotic and abiotic factors, substances, and conditions that surround and potentially influence organisms without becoming their constituent part is called environment. At organism level, physiological ecology tries to understand how different organisms are adapted to that environment in terms of survival and reproduction. The variation in the intensity and duration of temperature, along with annual variations in precipitation, results in formation of major biomes like desert, rainforest, and tundra. Regional and local variations within each biome lead to the formation of different kinds of habitats like tropical rainforest, deciduous forest, desert, seacoast, etc. The habitat includes biotic components like pathogens, parasites, predators, and competitors of the organism with which they interact constantly. Major abiotic factors. First one is temperature. It is the most important ecological factor to determine the biomass of a place. Average temperature on land varies seasonally and decreases progressively from the equator towards the poles and from plains to mountain tops. Temperature affects the kinetics of enzymes and basal metabolism along with physiological functions of the organisms. The organisms that can tolerate wide range of temperature are called eurythermal. For example, cat, dog, tigers, etc. Organisms which have the ability to tolerate only a narrow range of temperature are called stenothermal. For example, penguin, fishes, crocodile, etc. The second one is water. Life on earth is unsustainable without water. Productivity and distribution of plants is heavily dependent on water. For aquatic organism, the quality of water becomes important. Salt concentration is less than 5 in inland waters, 30 to 35 in the sea, and more than 100 in some hypersaline lagoons. The organisms that can tolerate wide range of salinities are called euryhaline. For example, salmon and herring. Organisms which have the ability to tolerate only a narrow range of salinities are called stenohaline. For example, goldfish in freshwater, haddock in marine water, etc. Third one is light. Plant produce food through photosynthesis in presence of sunlight. Some plants are adapted to low light conditions because they are overshaded by tall canopied trees. Flowering in some plants occurs only in presence of critical daylight called photoperiodism. The availability of light and land is closely linked to that of temperature as the sun is the source of both. UV component of sunlight is harmful to plants and animals. And next one is soil. Types of soil depends upon climate, withering process, whether soil is transported or sedimentary, and how soil development occurred. Soil composition, grain size, aggregation determine the percolation and water holding capacity of the soil along with the pH, mineral composition and topography determine the vegetation in any area. Responses to abiotic factor. In the course of evolution, many species have evolved constant internal environment to permit all biochemical reactions and physiological functions to work with maximum efficiency to have overall fitness of species. Organisms try to maintain the constancy of its internal environment in spite of varying external environment. There are various ways to establish homeostasis. Thank you.